To Tutorial Friday, where here on Big Blind Media we teach you different techniques, sleight of hand or card tricks that you can use for your card magic. My name is Biz, I'm your weekly instructor over here, and in this episode we're going to be looking at 7 different ways in which you can steal a playing card. Now, stealing is not necessarily something that magicians don't do on a daily basis. But there's pickpocketing, legal pickpocketing that happens. You know, we steal people's hearts many times, and stealing is something that you will have to do as a magician. This sounds so out of context if you think about it, but we steal coins, we steal playing cards, we steal selections, we steal information. It's something that we constantly do, stealing in different shapes and forms. But today we're going to be focusing on stealing playing cards. Now, we're just going to be looking at how to steal playing cards from the deck that you are holding, but maybe in future episodes we're going to be looking at how to steal playing cards from the deck that the spectator is holding in their own hands. Now, if you like what we're doing here, don't forget to subscribe and to drop a like if you enjoy watching our videos. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Grab your favorite deck of playing cards and let's get it started. Welcome to 7 different ways to steal a playing card. Explain. The first method we're going to look at in the 7 ways to steal a card is the bottom side steal. Now, this is definitely based on the middle side steal. It's exactly the same technique, just with a little bit of touch on it, but you're definitely contacting the card, pushing it to the right, and then from this point, you're going to be clipping it between your pinky and middle finger, at which point you're going to retract your right hand and you're going to keep the deck in your left hand. Now, maybe there's some of you that have never actually seen this move before, so let's get it done like this as well so we can see what's happening. Now we have the card on the bottom, we're talking, and then as I am approaching the deck is contacting my left fingers, the left fingers are pushing the card towards the left side, and then my pinky and my ring finger are clipping the corner of the playing card in this position. I can actually hold the deck over here and talk with the spectator. And then notice that instead of being over here, where my left fingers are underneath the card, as I am talking with the spectator, I am actually just flexing my pinky finger just a little bit upwards, so that next time when the hand comes, I can actually grab the whole deck, and now the card is completely free of the packet. The same thing applies if you are performing this from the center of the deck. Somebody says stop, they take a look at their playing card, and then as you are coming back to place the packet, you are side jogging the playing card, you're clipping it over there, and then from this position you can actually just come with the deck upwards and perform an overhand shuffle. Let me show you what I mean. You are over here in this position, and then you are just grabbing the deck, performing an overhand shuffle like this. Just make sure that this is actually done while you are talking and it's not just you being very rigid with the deck in that situation. Or you can just do something like this where you place the deck down and the cards move forward naturally and the card goes backwards naturally at the same time. But that is one of the most classic ways to actually steal a playing card from the deck. And you have to know it, and now you know it. Go out, practice it, and make a lot of fun things with it. One of the most classic ways to steal a playing card is one developed by Vernon inside a control of his. As you can see, the card, that was like the best scenario possible, where we cut the deck, we retain the top playing card, and you see there was a card that side jogged, so it just looks like the spectator's card is actually in the center. But that is what you're doing. You're retaining the top card using your right thumb. So you're cutting the packet, you're pulling up on that card, and at the same time, you are necktying your hand so that the spectator doesn't see that you are retaining the card, and then you're placing everything back in the to just shuffle the cards, though I don't necessarily do it ever like this, honestly. I have seen people do it as they're throwing the deck down and retaining the top card. Everything happening from the thumb. So you're pulling the thumb, the card, and then you're placing it down and you're retaining that one playing card. Obviously, can be done as a color change, can be done for many other things except for just stealing the playing card. One of the things that I used to do it is spread the playing cards like this and then retain that card in my right hand as I come back over here to hide it. This is one of the most classic ways, but the one that everybody I've seen use is just as a control over here, which I advise you to start using as well. It looks insane on social media with the right angle. And in real life, if you are talking and you know your angles and you are performing for most people in front of you or on the right, then it is a deadly weapon to master. Another way to palm the top card of the deck is not using the thumb, but actually clipping the card in between your pinky and ring finger. And this happens from the front. You are over here. Notice that the card is completely clipped between my pinky and ring finger. And now it's even easier to drop the cards, as that card is actually retained in a very natural manner inside of the palm. Notice that all I have to do is drop the deck. I don't have to do anything else because the action has already been completed, and the card just stays over there, and it's being retained in the hand. Now we can actually just place the cards there. And what's nice about this is that because the card goes from this position over there, it actually hides even better than the previous palm that we learned. The previous steal actually is not really a palm. A palm has to go fully in the hand. This is literally just a clip. It's just stealing the cards. And again, you can use it in any other motion that you would like. But I would definitely advise to play around with it, as there's many ways in which you can transform this into a color change, in which you can use this to steal the card in much more creative ways. It just depends on the motion of the ocean and how you want to apply it in the effect that you are performing. So yeah, that's about it. The clip goes like this. As I've said before, you might want to help yourself by pushing the card just a little bit towards the right side in a casual manner. See, don't do it like this, just a casual manner, so that when the hand comes towards the deck, it actually can contact this playing card over here with the pinky, but do it in a very stealthy way. Don't do it like this. Okay, do it with the hands already closed over here, and then you're contacting that corner over there, and then you are gripping the rest of the packet. Just make sure you don't stick out like that. It's just like a very casual grip, and then you're dropping the cards, telling the spectator to shuffle, keeping your hand very natural, moving this into a Tenkai palm if you wish, and yeah, you're ready to go. The third technique to steal a playing card, ladies and gentlemen. You have to know the Kelly bottom placement if you are performing card magic. Now, together with the Kelly bottom placement, you can actually use the same technique. Instead of controlling the card to the bottom, you can just use it to steal the bottom card. So you have the deck in your right hand, and then you're going to use your right fingers to just pull on the playing card, and that's it. You're just going to retain it over there while you're passing the deck in your left hand. This card is just staying in the right hand like that. Let's get these nice plexi blocks over here so you can see what's happening. And just pulling the card and gripping the cards, and there we go. Just like that. That's it. That's it. You're just pulling on the card. This is a motion that definitely requires exercise. You're just going to put just a small intermission, guys. We recently just dropped a new SpongeBall Vanish technique from Davide Fragione, an internationally renowned Italian magician that has been taking the SpongeBall world by storm. Now, I mean, this Vanish is completely insanely natural looking. And if you are somebody that enjoys doing SpongeBall magic, either for parties or just because you enjoy SpongeBalls like myself, then definitely give this a watch and do not miss out on it. Index finger on the top, you're going to curl all your fingers and pull hardly on it. This is definitely something that requires muscle. So you're going to pull the playing card over here. You're going to pass the deck And meanwhile, this is just going to slide in your hand. You're just going to slide that in your hand, see? And from this position, I am usually just clipping it between my index and middle finger for no reason, probably just so that I have less cover over here, so that I have more cover of the playing card. And I can move it into a Tenkai palm from that position. So let's place those over there, have it over here. So we have a card selected, let's to the bottom of the deck, and then you're going to tell the spectator that their playing card is lost somewhere in the pack over there, and you have retained the playing card, just like that. The Kelly bottom steal, a beautiful, beautiful move. Card magic is all about variation, and that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to show you variations on the previous steal that we just learned. And one of the most used things in card magic is a thumb fan. A thumb fan and a riffle shuffle right over here. So we're going to be learning these two, the following two. Perform a thumb fan, and then as you close the thumb fan, you're going to be stealing the bottom card using almost the same mechanics from the Kelly bottom placement. So we have the thumb fan, right? We come over here on the left side. Let me show you with the blocks over here. I'm not going to fan them because they're blocks, but just imagine they are fanned. Now I'm going to come over here with my right fingers, and as I am closing all of these, my thumb is applying pressure from the top while my fingers are pulling on towards the right side of that playing card. Over here, they're just pulling it towards the right side, and I am allowing the card to escape with my left fingers, because if I would be holding the fan very tightly, I wouldn't be able to steal that playing card because it's stuck over there. Oh, look at that. Now, what I have to do is grab that playing card, move it towards the right side. Let me show you. Over here, I grab the playing card, I already move it, so that when I close the fan, I can actually do it very casually. I don't have to shift between different pressures from both hands. So I move with my right fingers the card towards the right side, and then I close the fan just like that. So let's see that in action one more time. Fan, broom, I move the card already, and now I close the fan. And you're in this same position that we were last time. And you can stay like that. You can point with your finger. You can tell the spectator, shuffle this packet of cards while the card has been retained. Oh, take a look at that. All the cards want to go lapped. I highly suggest you to practice this because it's such a good move, and a lot of people are definitely using it in their act. Another motion that you're going to be performing a lot as a card magician is a riffle shuffle. You're going to be shuffling the deck, and you're going to be arriving in this position quite a lot, from which you can actually use the same motion. You're just going to apply pressure on the bottom of the deck. You're going to move the card inside by just flexing your fingers, just caressing the deck, while at the same time you are shifting the deck into your left hand. Same motion as with the fan, as with the Kelly bottom placement. You're performing a regular shuffle, maintaining your card on the bottom of the deck. You're contacting, let me show you. I keep forgetting to have these. You're contacting the card, you're moving the card towards the right side while using your index finger and your left thumb to spin the deck into your left hand like that. A move that I have seen performed very many times by magicians because it just works, you know, it just works like that. It so works. It's such a good move, such a good move. Not a lot of explaining to do. It's just do it. Yeah, that's it. Just do it. And now the grandfather of steals, the steal of the steal, the steal of the steal, the gambler's cop. This is the move that is like I can't even say, it's like a classic palm. You know, it's something that you need to learn in order to be initiated into the world of card magic. There's many ways in which you can do this. One of the worst ways I have seen people do it is when they bring the deck back and then they bring the deck forward just like that. In a very casual manner, the deck arrives backwards and then forwards for no apparent reason, and everybody is aware that something has happened. Maybe they don't see it, maybe they don't know what, but something has definitely happened, which is very, very weird. Now, if you can motivate this, for example, through character, right? If you're looking at the bottom card, saying something like, I'm just trying to get a little bit of information from the deck, or you're instructing somebody to take a peek at the bottom card of the deck after they shuffle and then give you back the deck. So if you can manage to place this inside of the pattern or the way that you are actually moving your hands and not just being in this position and talking with the spectator. So most of the cards nowadays, like, I am very sensitive towards motions that make no sense. Just motions that their only purpose is to be able to do the sleight. And Vernon hated them. Probably a lot of people used to do them in the past. Maybe not so many people do it nowadays, but I would regress. A lot of people do it. I've seen so many people do this. So many. And it doesn't matter. Let me show you how it's done. So, get a thumb. You don't necessarily need to get a thumb break. You can get a pinky break. Whatever it is you're getting, you need a break above the playing card, just like that. And in this position, what needs to happen is the deck goes towards the center of the palm over here, and then your hands are just going to close in on the playing card. And if you move the deck forward, you're basically retaining the card in the hand. Now, there's very many ways in which you can do a gambler's cup. It can be a more inside gambler's cup, inside the hand, or more laid down gambler's cup. So you're like towards the fingers over here. You're just going over here and then like that, which this is actually how most people do it, from a very lower stand of point. Lower point of view, because you're getting much more cover from the fingers over here, just like that. Definitely don't do it like that. Please don't do it like that. I mean, I would rather see somebody do it like that than anything else. Man, I hate people doing this move like this. So, the Gambler's Cup, yes. Get a pinky break, motivate it, move forward, give the deck to the spectator if you want, or place it down, it doesn't matter. Now, what I have seen Daniel Madison do is he might be coming with the hands like this, as if you have just performed a riffle shuffle, yeah, and you are straightening the packet, and then you are retaining the card, which is also a motivated move. Again, so Gambler's Cup, super easy to do. Just find motivation so that it becomes a move that makes sense, and you're not just doing something fishy for no apparent reason. There we go, Gambler's Cup. So this was it, guys. How to steal playing cards from the deck with Biz. Weekly host right over here on Big Blind Media. If you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe and to like this video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy, then drop us a comment and let us know what you did enjoy about the video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Next week, I have no idea what I'm going to be teaching, but if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. You can find us on the socials. You can drop us an email. My email is in the description below. And as always, I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning these and practicing these techniques.